Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a Q&A. I put the questions thing on my Instagram, got heaps of questions. It's going to be more of like a personal, juicy Q&A. They are always my favorites, so let's get straight into it. How often do you and Tim fight, and what about? So many cues about Tim. I find that kind of funny, but it's cute that you guys care about my relationship. I don't know, like me and Tim are just like every other couple. We actually fight like cat and dog. We are very different. We are kind of opposite in a lot of ways, so we do tend to fight. Honestly, like I wouldn't have it any other way. Like there's so much like passion in our relationship, which sometimes comes out in fight. We have had some really big fights, like I'm sure a lot of you guys have had with your partners. In saying that, every fight that we have, I feel like we sort of learn from it and grow from it. It's not like we just mindlessly fight and continuously about the same things. Like when we have a fight, I'm really big on communication. So we really like talk about why it bothered him, why it bothered me, how we're going to get past this so we don't fight about this in the future. How do you deal with comparing yourself to others? I love this question because I don't know, you guys can probably relate, but definitely in this social media world where we're constantly seeing photos of perfect girls and perfect accounts and perfect lives, it's so easy to compare yourself. That's why I actually love the fact that I started YouTube, because I feel like a lot of yous can see like my normal everyday life, which is just so normal. What I do when I'm feeling a bit crappy, feeling a bit sad, feeling like everyone's perfect, I say to myself, I say this little mantra to myself, and I honestly recommend you do the exact same. No one is me, and that is my power. And I honestly just keep saying that to myself. So I'm looking at my phone, seeing all these hot girls on Instagram, and I just say to myself, no one is me, and that is my power. No one is me, and that is my power. And that is that no one is you. Everyone is so different, so diverse, and just like so unique that you don't want to be like that girl on the screen or anything like that. Like you want to be you, and you want to be proud to be you. And I think it's really special when you realize that. Even if you don't believe yourself when you're saying those words, honestly, if you just keep saying them, I instantly feel better. So that's just like a little trick I do. What keeps you up at night, and do you have a budget? If so, how is it split up? With the budget question, I actually have 2 YouTube videos on how I save money, how me and Tim do our financials, all that sort of stuff. So if you scroll down my page, you will see all that. I talk about budget, I talk about how much we save, I talk about us saving for my, our wedding and my car and all that jazz. Go there because I won't bother repeating it. In regards to what keeps me up at night, love that question. To be completely transparent with you, what has sort of kept me up this year is the fact that I do now work for myself, and I feel a lot more pressure on succeeding. And that's because previously I worked for a law firm, I worked for someone else. You know, in the end it was like on them, whereas now I work completely for myself. And I actually, you would have seen Mel in my vlogs, and she works for me full-time, so I pay her full-time. Basically, something that does keep me up is the fact that it is all on me. If I succeed or fail, it is all on me. Whereas previously when I had a boss, I didn't feel that sort of pressure. Don't get me wrong, I would not change it for the world. I absolutely love my position. I love what I chose to do and everything right now. It just definitely is a lot more pressure, and I definitely feel it. Who are you closest to in your family? So I'm definitely really close with my parents. I love my parents. They're like my favorite people. And so I'm really close to my parents. I'm really lucky. We have a really beautiful like connection and bond. I feel like I can tell them everything. I talk to them about everything. So it's really lovely. I'm also really close. So I have 3 older brothers and I get on. They're amazing. But I'm probably closest to the one that is like closest to me. So he's the youngest, but he's older than me. And we get on really well. We like call each other every week and we meet up, and yeah, so we're definitely really close. It's just so good. When was the last time you cried and why? It's so funny. I had to like fully think about this. I was like guys, I cry a lot. I can get really emotional really easy, and like I can cry a lot. So funny, but the last time I cried was like the week before my period, and I literally thought about Bear and Wolf dying. I don't know why I thought about that, and I literally just started crying. As you guys know, I am a dog mom. They are my life. Obviously dogs don't live as long as humans, and it hurts me so much to even think when that time comes. I could easily cry right now just thinking about it, because those two dogs are my bloody life. Hi Georgie, you said you have a part-time job, but what do you actually do? When I sort of quit at the law firm, I started studying to be a health coach, and I did my social media and stuff full-time. I did actually have another part-time job. That has actually stopped now. From April till like maybe a month ago, I had a part-time job as helping, it's really random, but I was helping a company with their influencer marketing. And I said to them, because they approached me and asked me, and I was like, I don't have any experience in marketing. Like I was a bit confused about the whole thing. And basically just because I'm an influencer, I obviously know the business, you know, the insides of it. They were like, you know, we want your knowledge. And yeah, so I was helping a company, I can't really say which company, with their influencer marketing. And it was really funny because I'm usually on this side, and then I was on that side, like talking to influencers, and I'm an influencer. Weird. So yeah, I did that for a little bit part-time, and honestly I stopped that because it got to the point where I did not have enough time in the day. I quit law to do my own thing, so I felt like I needed to really do my own thing and give it a good shot. And to be honest, I took that job because I was a bit scared, because literally, like I said, everything is now on me, which is a scary thing. I'm only 24. I have a full-time, Mella's full-time. I pay a full-time wage. So it is a big scary thing, but I kind of needed to make the jump. That part-time job was like an almost stepping stone that made me feel a bit safer for a certain amount of time, but now is the time to really just like go off, do my own thing. Okay, now if you're a boy and watching this, I'm sorry, but I'm doing it for the girls. Basically, a menstrual cup is this, like mine's clear, so it looks like nothing. Basically, use this instead of a tampon. You insert it. The reason why I wanted to try a menstrual cup is because you can wear these all day, whereas when you're wearing a tampon, I had to continuously change mine every couple of hours. Whereas this, I will literally wear it the whole entire day, won't leak, and then I just take it out at night, wash it, reinsert it, can wear it all night. So that was a big thing for me. When I posted about it, I also had a lot of girls say stuff like their cramps aren't as bad. I haven't personally looked into it. I don't get a lot of pains when I have my period. Mine is simply for the convenience. Also, environmentally too, like if you think about the amount of tampons you would use over your lifetime, instead you can just get one of these. They are obviously reusable. You just have to make sure you wash them correctly. Then I just have like a little bag for it, chuck it in its bag, and then I'll use it the next month. Also, you're saving a lot of money. Tampons are expensive, guys. So what you do is you literally just like fold it, so like that, put it up there, and then let it go, and it like pops and it suctions and it just stays in there. I don't know, some people might find that uncomfortable. Personally, the pros definitely outweigh the cons. There's not a lot of cons. I love it. Literally after the first day I used it, I was completely comfortable with it. Do you think you'll use your law degree in any way in the future? People ask me this all the time. So guys, I honestly use my law degree now. Like the amount of experience that I got throughout my degree, and also when I worked in the law firm, was like, I will never regret that. I have so much life experience from that, and I'm so grateful because those experiences have shaped me as a person. In saying that, guys, I got admitted, I became a lawyer, so I can always go back to it. A lot of people like freak out when I say that I like didn't become a lawyer, and I'm like, yeah, but I can always go back to it if this doesn't work out. Like, it's my backup plan. It's not a bad backup plan at all. What would you do if you got pregnant? See, I always avoid answering this question, to be completely honest, because I don't like upsetting people. To be completely honest and transparent with you, previously, like when I was doing my degree, I was always pro-abortion. I've always said if someone is not ready mentally, financially, they shouldn't have a baby. That's always just been my opinion. That was actually completely opposite to how my family is. In saying that, I've never had an abortion. I never, you know, had to make that choice. But now, like, me and Tim are married. Financially, we're definitely in a position where we could have a child. I love him so much. Like, I know we could definitely do it. Me personally, like, I don't want a baby at the moment. In saying that, I think if I accidentally got pregnant, I would keep it, because I think I would just struggle with not keeping it just because of the circumstances, and I definitely do want children in the future. And I don't know, I think I've matured a bit, and I've realized that like everything happens for a reason. So like if it was our time to have a baby, like I would just sort of accept it. Do you believe sex is important in a relationship / marriage? Hell yes. For me and Tim, obviously sex is such an intimate thing, and for me and Tim, it's definitely something that connects us. It makes me feel way closer to him. Are you officially a Gymshark athlete now? Yes, I am a Gymshark athlete. Guys, I haven't really announced it on here, but I announced it on my Instagram. I tried, love their stuff. As you see, I wear it every single day. I'm obsessed. I'm also just so excited to be part of such an amazing company. When I was talking to the Gymshark people, I have a girl who looks after me who's amazing, and they're just so genuine in the way of, like, she has said to me that in regards to my content, in regards to sets I promote, anything, it has to be very like authentic. She's like, don't wear any stuff that you wouldn't actually wear. They wanted me to try the gear first and like all that sort of stuff. And you know, they're just awesome, and they're like, it honestly like feels like a family, and I just love that. How did you afford to buy your first house at such a young age? Me and Tim bought our first house, I think I was 22. Honestly, I have just worked very hard from a young age. So I actually got my first job when I was like before the legal age of like 14, 9 months. I swear I was like 13, and I got my first job, and I worked all through school, like part-time. And then when I went to university, I often had a full-time job while I was studying, which was very hectic. But I don't know, I've always lived out of the home. I'm also very money smart. Like, I'm very proud to say that. That's why I've got videos on saving money, because I'm just very smart with my money. Tim is also, so as a team, we work well together, and we wanted a house and we saved for it and we bought one. What would you like for Christmas? Me and Tim are actually saving at the moment for our second house. We want to buy like a family home, just because we actually we bought a townhouse and it's 2-bedroom. It's quite small. It's still like fine. Definitely because we want kids in the next couple of years, we are saving just for like a bigger house, something with a yard. But me and Tim have decided we're not going to do Christmas presents this year. We're just going to save our money, because that's like what our goal is at the moment. Would you start a business? I'm not supposed to say anything, but 2019 I will announce, but I actually have already started a business. I can't tell you what yet. I wanted to create this for a very long time, and I didn't want to collaborate with another company. I wanted it to be my own thing. I wanted to grow it from the start. I wanted to be involved in everything. It's always something I wanted to do. So yeah, I'm very excited to share with you guys something in 2019. Did yours and Tim's relationship change when you moved in together? Honestly, I can't really remember, because Tim actually moved in with me and my parents first after like 6 months of dating. It was very fast. So, and then we like have lived together since. So I can't really remember. In saying that, people have asked me if our relationship has changed since we've got married, and like it honestly has, but in like a really good way. I can't explain it. We're just so solid that I don't know. It feels different, but it feels really good. Someone said a hint to upcoming projects in 2019 and some goals for 2019. Already given you a little hint. Like I said, I will tell you more about that as soon as I can. I'm just sort of waiting things to be like a bit set in stone. But I was talking to Mel about this. I feel like 2018, a lot changed. I changed careers. I got married. Me and Tim traveled. I got a full-time employee. And I feel like the whole year was just like, I grew so much and I was just constantly trying to find my feet. Whereas like now I feel like I found my feet. I've got some roots. So like 2019 is just going to be very stable and I'm just going to feel really settled and like just grow. Anyway, I am going to wrap this video up just because my camera is dying. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you guys are having an awesome December. I hope you have an awesome day or night whenever you are watching this, and I shall see you in my next video. Never let me lie.